On this episode, we can't get any more decadent than a ricotta gnocchi, and we're gonna top it off with a butter mushroom sauce. Oh, to die for it, and you're not gonna wanna miss it. My name is Scott, this is Learning Vegetarian. Let's get started. Hi everyone. On this episode, we'll be making a ricotta and Parmesan cheese gnocchi that we're gonna fold into a butter and mushroom sauce that is so tasty and so delicious. I'm gonna break it down as always for you how easy it is. You're gonna be so impressed and once again be a hit at the dinner table. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get started. Let's start by making our gnocchi. We'll use some flour, ricotta cheese, some Parmesan cheese, 1 egg, and some salt and pepper. We'll start by adding our cheeses and our egg and salt and pepper into a bowl. We'll use half of our flour and stir. This makes kind of a wet dough. So what we'll do is as we continue to stir, add a little flour in at a time until the entire mixture forms a nice firm dough ball. As the dough starts to firm up, using your hands, scrape the dough from the bowl and add some flour until the dough no longer sticks to your hands. Transfer the dough to a floured surface or countertop. Take your dough and separate into 4 equal pieces. Set those aside. I've also taken a half sheet and covered it with flour to transfer our gnocchi to when we're done cutting them up. Form the ball of dough in your hands, and then on your floured surface, roll the dough out to one large long strip. At a certain point, I will just pinch it to the length that I need it to be, because if you roll it too long, it'll start to break off from itself. Chop your dough into small bite-sized pieces and transfer to your floured half sheet. Repeat this step with the other 3 pieces of dough until all of the gnocchi has been chopped up and transferred to the half sheet. Should look like this. Cover your half sheet and stick it in the fridge for about 10 to 15 minutes. While we do this, we'll go ahead and get our water boiling in our stock pot so that we can cook these gnocchi. Once the water's ready, go ahead and throw your gnocchi into the water and give it a nice little twirl to make sure that nothing's sticking to the bottom of the pan. Now walk away. It'll take about 3 to 4 minutes before you see one of these guys float to the top. As they float to the top, skim them out of the water. Swirl the bottom every once in a while to make sure that they're not sticking, but don't pull anything from the bottom of the pan. Let everything naturally float to the top. It'll look like this. Cover with a little olive oil and toss in your bowl to make sure that nothing sticks to each other. Let's get started on our mushroom sauce. For our mushroom sauce, we'll be using some sage, thyme, garlic, mushrooms, salt and pepper, and most of this stick of butter. Melt your butter in a large skillet. When the butter is completely melted, throw in your mushrooms and let this cook for about 3 to 4 minutes. And go ahead and add your salt and pepper. Make sure you stir the mushrooms around your pan. After a few minutes, we'll add our garlic, our sage, and our thyme. And make sure that's nice and blended. Cook this for about 2 to 3 minutes. Fold in your gnocchi and let this sit on the stove for another 2 to 3 minutes. Let's eat. Once again, so good. Okay, we've made a delicious ricotta and Parmesan cheese gnocchi. We have tossed it in a mushroom butter sauce that is to die for. This is so good. Take this recipe, make it your own. My name is Scott. This is Learning Vegetarian. Until next time.